The greatness of King David is highlighted after the civil war that united all of Israel under his reign, showing his fierceness and mercilessness being all ordained by God. It is troublesome and humbling at the same time, challenging our own framework of morality when gaining power under the will of God. Make sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell. There was nothing that God allowed King David to accomplish without the shedding of blood of his enemies. Whether indirectly or directly, King David had to become the beneficiary of the sword, being used as a weapon for the wrath of God. When we think of God choosing him, we don't think of the objective that God wanted. The Israelites were led out of slavery hundreds of years before, and for many generations they were considered a bottom-tier nation in the eyes of their neighbors, which made them succumb to mistreatment. God did not want a peaceful settling of this. God wanted vengeance, and he wanted someone to carry this vengeance without remorse. God rejected Saul because he did not obey his commandment to commit genocide against the Amalekites. Saul spared the king and the most favorable of the resources. God wanted total destruction. Saul disobeyed, so God looked for someone who was more worthy of committing these vicious acts. That's how King David came into the picture. Now fast forward to after the Israelite civil war, when the Jebusites had possession of Jerusalem. King David had a plan, and it reads like this. And the king and his men went to Jerusalem unto the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, which spake unto David, saying, Except thou take away the blind and the lame, thou shalt not come in hither, thinking, David cannot come in hither. Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion. The same is the city of David. And David said on that day, Whosoever getteth up to the gutter, and smiteth the Jebusites, and the lame and the blind, that are hated of David's soul, he shall be chief and captain. Wherefore they said, The blind and the lame shall not come into the house. So David dwelt in the fort, and called it the city of David. And David built round about from Millo and inward. And David went on, and grew great, and the Lord God of hosts was with him. Make sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.